civil danger for most of the United States. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The robots have left the state of Illinois and are now spreading out to nearby states. The robots have spread to the following states: Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. As a precaution, all states neighboring the affected states must seek shelter now. Bring enough food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. The robots can move quickly, and may attack at any time, so it's best if you seek shelter before the robots arrive to your location. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. More reports of robots invading states have been received. The robots have taken over the following states: Kansas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Nebraska. The Federal Emergency Management Agency advises all civilians to seek an underground shelter now. Bring enough food and water for your stay in your shelter. So far, the robots have caused multiple fatalities within the past half hour. Do not leave your shelter for any reason. The robots will shoot on sight, and you could be putting your life in extreme danger. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. A fleet of robots have arrived to the city of Los Angeles. The robots have set up a production factory to create more robots. All civilians in the state of California are now advised to seek shelter now. Bring enough food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. The robots can move quickly, and may attack at any time. The California Army National Guard will be dispatched to handle the situation. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The robots have arrived to the following states: Delaware, Utah, South Carolina, Tennessee, Indiana, and New Jersey. The group of robots in Delaware are now building another production factory. In addition, the robots are now hunting down any survivors. All citizens of the United States are now ordered to head underground now. Do not let the robots find you. You will be executed on sight. All attempts to destroy the robots have failed. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The robots have now taken over the following states: Delaware, Idaho, Alabama, Nevada, New York, and Arkansas. The production factories in California and Delaware are producing more robots. The new group of robots are expected to arrive to the unaffected states in approximately 50 minutes. All civilians should be in an underground shelter now. The robots are currently searching for any survivors. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. A group of surviving Droid Shadow members have returned to fight off the robots. Members are now using weapons capable of destroying the units. However, the Droid Shadow is running low on members. The Droid Shadow requests everyone to remain in their shelters, as it will be difficult for them to recruit more members. The Droid Shadow will not be able to deliver supplies to people's homes at this time. Please remain at home and await further instructions. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At 9:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the production factory in the city of Los Angeles was destroyed. A major explosion from within the building caused the entire facility to explode. It is unclear as to what caused the factory to explode, but nonetheless, the production of robots has been slowed down. Civilians in the state of California should remain in their shelters until the threat of all robots has passed. We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the United States government. The robots have invaded and completely taken over Washington, D.C. The president has been executed by the robots. The Droid Shadow has been taken down. The last member was recently executed. A production factory has been set up in Washington, D.C. Mass production of a new type of robot has begun. The old units are being sent out to The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The production factory in Delaware has been destroyed. A bright flash of blue light came from inside the building before it exploded. The robots near the explosion were completely vaporized. The surviving units are now searching for the person responsible for the explosion. Witnesses described the suspect as a 10-year-old female, standing at around 4 feet tall, and was last seen wearing a jacket. Do not leave your shelters, as the robots may arrive to your location at any time. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. A group of robots are currently firing at two individuals near the White House. One of the individuals is the suspect reported to have attacked a production factory in Delaware. The individuals have been identified as 15-year-old Dustin Parker and 11-year-old Diana Parker. The two are currently fighting off the robots and are struggling to get inside the White House. A group of red eyes were last seen approaching Dustin and Diana's location. Please remain calm and emergency update. Multiple drill robots have emerged from underground to assist the red eyes. A fleet of sniper and flamethrower robots are attacking Dustin and Diana Parker. A new group of modified red eyes are now headed towards the White House. Please remain calm and await further instructions. We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the United States government. Dustin and Diana Parker have been taken down by the robots. Diana's moon crystal flashed a blue light before the two disappeared. The robots are now being sent out to hunt down civilians in their shelters. In addition, 50 nuclear missiles have been launched from an unknown location. The missiles are targeting all 50 states and are expected to arrive in the next 30 minutes. This station will now go off the air. Tune to stations providing news for more information on this ongoing situation. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the White House. This is a message left by Jenny Tatsu. The monster within me is no more. Humanity still has a chance to live. I have been activated, now I'm coming for you. End of message. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Jenny Tatsu has destroyed the Red Eyes in Washington, D.C. She is now flying through the affected states, destroying any robots that are searching for survivors. Jenny is now searching for any civilians still taking cover. The Federal Emergency Management Agency advises all civilians to remain in your shelters, as Jenny will be arriving to your location shortly. Jenny should no longer be taken as a threat. Remain calm and await further instructions. An administrative message from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The Droid Shadow base in Jefferson City has been repaired by Jenny Tatsu. She is producing a unit that will fight off enemy robots and rescue any survivors. These new units have blue armor and blue arm cannons. Jenny advises all civilians to remain in their shelters, as her units will be sent to take you to the base in Jefferson City. If you are in a damaged Droid Shadow base, the units will arrive to repair the shelter. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. Jenny's new units, now known as Liberators, have been sent out to destroy any robots left in the United States. The Liberators are using prototype weapons created by the Droid Shadow. Jenny Tatsu is now preparing to reclaim Washington, D.C. Jenny advises all civilians in the Droid Shadow bases to remain in the underground shelters. Do not attempt to leave your shelters, as you could be putting yourself in extreme danger. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. The Liberators have removed all robots in the following states: New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Arizona, Utah, Idaho, California, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Alaska, and Hawaii. The Droid Shadow bases in these states are now being repaired by the Liberators. Jenny Tatsu has left the base in Jefferson City to fight off the robots in Missouri. In addition, a bright flash of blue light has been emitted from the Droid Shadow base in Los Angeles. Please remain calm. The Liberators will arrive to the affected states shortly. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. The Liberators have removed all robots in the following states: Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, and North Dakota. Jenny Tatsu is now headed towards Washington, D.C. A group of Liberators are following her to aid in her attack. In addition, it has been discovered that Dustin and Diana Parker have survived, and they are now headed towards Washington, D.C. Any civilians in Washington, D.C. receiving this message are advised to remain in your shelters. Red Eyes are still on the lookout for survivors. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. The Liberators have removed all robots in the following states: Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Delaware. Dustin and Diana Parker have destroyed the production factory in Washington, D.C. Jenny Tatsu and the Liberators are continuing to fight off the robots and Red Eyes. The Droid Shadow advises all civilians in Washington, D.C. to remain in your shelters. The Red Eyes are now more aggressive, and could potentially cause severe damages to life and property. Please stay tuned for more updates as they are received. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. Dustin and Diana Parker have been taken down by a group of Red Eyes. The surviving Red Eyes are now releasing a strong frequency, causing most of the Liberators to malfunction. The frequency is also affecting Jenny Tatsu, as she is also showing signs of malfunctioning. The Red Eyes are now attempting to regain control of Jenny. Do not panic. The remaining Liberators in the United States are now headed towards Washington, D.C. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. The Liberators have removed all robots in the following states: Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. The Liberators are now destroying the Red Eyes in Washington, D.C. Jenny Tatsu is trying to break free from the control of the robots. Liberators are now approaching the White House to attempt to regain control of Jenny Tatsu. If you are receiving this message, it is advised to remain in your shelters. It is unknown if Jenny will return to fight against the Red Eyes. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. The Red Eyes are now destroying the Liberators. The White House is currently being attacked by the remaining robots. Jenny Tatsu is unresponsive. The Liberators are being taken down by the The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. A massive explosion has occurred from inside the White House. Jenny Tatsu has self-destructed. After all, the Liberator units in the White House have been destroyed. All Red Eyes inside the explosion were instantly vaporized. The remaining robots in the state of Maryland have also self-destructed. Although this event is over, the Droid Shadow advises all civilians to remain in the bases. If you are in the state of Maryland, the remaining Liberators will be arriving to your location shortly. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Missouri State Police. Residents in the state of Missouri, lock all of your doors immediately. Reports of people going missing from the state of Missouri have been received. Witnesses have seen victims attacked by an unidentified individual before they disappeared from their location. Civilians in the state of Missouri are advised to remain indoors and to not let anyone into your home. In addition, the water supply in the state of Missouri has been contaminated with an unknown contagion. Civilians are advised to use bottled water as means for drinking water. Do not use the contaminated water for any reason. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available.